Once there lived a young boy named Ethel in a village. His friend's name was Mithun. Both Ethel and Mithun were studying in the same school. In their school, they conduct running race on every new year. Both of them were very good at running. But Ethel was always faster than Mithun and had won many races. Ethel was always egoistic and used to brag about his talent to his friend Mithun. He also ridiculed Mithun by saying that he was very slow in running. At the time of a new year, Ethel won the running race and as usual started bragging about his running talent to Mithun. Mithun started to avoid Ethel as he showed too much of ego because of his running talent. Ethel slowly came to know about his friend's mindset and started to hate him. Ethel challenged Mithun saying that he would defeat him next year also and become the champion. Then they did not meet each other. One day, a saint came to their village. People said that the saint could grant whatever wish we ask. Ethel heard all this. He wanted to win the next year's running race also. So he decided to meet the saint. Ethel went to that saint and to his surprise, he saw Mithun was talking to the saint. Ethel assumed that Mithun was asking that he should win the next year's running race. After Mithun left, Ethel went to that saint and asked what Mithun was asking. The saint said that Mithun asked for happiness after the next New Year's running race. Ethel confirmed his assumption. Then he asked the saint to grant him the wish that he should be more happy than Mithun after the next New Year's running race. The saint granted the same. Suddenly, Ethel went to a different world. He saw that humans were flying. He was not able to believe his own eyes. He was not sure whether it was a dream or reality. Everybody was looking at him in a weird way as he had no wings. He inquired to them about the name of that place. They said that the name of the place was Rainbow World. They also said that there was a big rainbow bridge which they used for playing and conducting races. They asked Ethel to join that race. Ethel went to that rainbow bridge and saw that there was a kind of race, as they said. Out of his interest in race, he participated in that race. Once the race started, he noticed that other competitors started to fly fastly and he was not able to compete with them. Finally, he lost the race. He participated multiple times and lost all the races. Then he realized that he was no match for their flying speed. He felt very sad and disappointed. He suddenly started remembering Mithun's words and felt that he should not have behaved egoistic. He started realizing that God was punishing him for his egoistic behaviors. Then he stopped practicing running and stopped participating in races as he always lost the race. His running ability started to decline. After 9 months, one day, a wise flying man asked him why he was so sad and stopped practicing running. Ethel explained that he was a running champion back home. But here he lost all the races as he did not have wings. So he stopped running practice. The wise man laughed and asked, "Did he stop using his talent because others are using their talents?" He laughed and said this was a foolish decision. Ethel was silent and embarrassed at his foolish decision. The wise man asked whether he liked winning or running. Ethel thought for a while and said he liked running. The wise man advised him to practice running. He asked Ethel not to bother about winning or losing and said our actions should not depend on any external events such as others' words or actions. We should motivate ourselves, give our best, and be happy about it. We should not bother about the results or rewards after giving our best. This is called detached action. Ethel felt like he learned a big lesson in his life and thanked the wise man. From that day onwards, Ethel started practicing running with detached action and participated in all the races against the flying humans. However, he was still not able to win. But slowly Ethel got matured and started to ignore the result completely. He felt happy for his best efforts and for being himself every time. After 1 year, suddenly he realized that he came back home and felt happy. Ethel and Mithun saw each other and felt happy. That day was New Year Day, and he immediately decided to participate in the running race against Mithun. The race started and surprisingly Mithun won that race. Mithun felt happy and saw that Ethel was feeling happy too. Mithun asked Ethel how come he was still happy. Ethel explained the whole story and his learning of detached action and said that he was very grateful and happy for learning detached action. At that time, the saint who granted wishes to both of them crossed by. He said to Ethel that Mithun's wish was to change his egoistic attitude and live a happy life. Ethel got emotional and thanked Mithun for his true friendship. He also apologized to Mithun for his egoistic behavior. Both of them became friends again. That's the end of this story. Friends, let's see some of the lessons we can learn from this story. First lesson. Ethel was very egoistic. Don't be egoistic about your talents and assets. Be grateful and humble for whatever you have got. Life teaches you lessons in mysterious ways to drop your ego. Second lesson. Ethel stopped practicing running. The universe works on the principle of use it or lose it. Whatever talent you have got, you have to keep on using it, otherwise you will lose it. It is applicable for talents, human body parts, and human relationships. Third lesson. Ethel was very much concerned about external events. Your actions should not depend on others' actions or words. You have to do your duty irrespective of what others have or do. Fourth lesson. Practice detached action. Give your best, be happy, and don't bother about the results. Lesson summary. Don't be egoistic about your talents and assets. Use it or lose it. Keep on using your talents, otherwise you will lose it. You can't control any external events. So don't focus on them and give your best. Practice detached action. Thank you.